Yes, and Professor Popovsky, if you stay with us, we're now going to focus our attention solely on Ukraine, which has a new Prime Minister. Yulia Svyrydenko has been officially appointed by lawmakers in Kyiv, becoming the first woman in Ukraine's modern history to hold the post. The 39-year-old rose to prominence this year during tense negotiations with the United States over a rare minerals deal, talks that nearly strained Kyiv's ties with Washington. Svyrydenko replaces Denys Shmyhal, who served as Prime Minister since 2020 and was the longest-serving head of government since Ukraine's independence. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he had recommended Economy Minister Yulia Svyrydenko to become Prime Minister on the 14th of July. Professor Popovsky, thank you for staying with us. I'd like to get some clarity from you on what this move signals. Of course, the announcement is there. We knew this was coming. Zelensky pointed towards that reshuffle. But is this a moment of weakness for Zelensky, who acknowledges that the current setup in his government team wasn't working? Or is this Zelensky trying to streamline the process and actually show strength of leadership?
Absolutely. I think, well, on one hand, it is a routine change of prime minister. As you mentioned, Denys Shmyhal was there for already 5 years. So usually in democratic countries, prime ministers are routinely replaced. We know very well Yulia Svyrydenko, as you said, Joshua. She was the one who negotiated with the United States the minerals deals, and these were not easy negotiations with the Trump administration, as we remember. And she did very well. She got high respect in Washington, D.C. She's very well respected everywhere in Europe and the rest of the world. So kind of, I'll say this is a very natural, normal, routine promotion of Yulia Svyrydenko as a prime minister. Good news, obviously. Zelensky supporting her, also a good news. Very knowledgeable and highly skilled and professional as Yulia Svyrydenko will be the prime minister. I will regard this as a good news. There is nothing to worry about. Ukraine is a democratic country, moving ahead. Changes are very normal. It's the other way around. In Moscow, we don't see changes because those people stay for life in power. They worry to get out of office because they could be killed or imprisoned. So in Ukraine, as a democratic country, what happened with the new prime minister is welcomed by everybody. She will be respected everywhere, including in Washington, D.C., which is important, as we know, for the future relationship between Ukraine and the United States.
Yes, Professor Vasilin Popovsky, I'd like to thank you ever so much for joining us on both of those topics. We will, of course, continue to bring you all updates from the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war and diplomacy within both nations. But we move now to some breaking news, and according to